Good afternoon. I'm back with another video. This one is going to be on the updated information about the upcoming lockdown drill on Thursday of this week. That would be Thursday, October 11th. I sent an email out today, Monday the 8th, with all the important information on it for the next couple of weeks. Remember, on Thursday there's an alternate drill schedule. So that lockdown drill is going to be in the morning. We'll give the kids time to get to class after the late bell. And then nothing has really changed with the procedurals, the going-ons in the buildings. We'll announce twice. This is a lockdown drill. This is a lockdown drill. There will be no other communication on the intercom. And the new stuff for this drill is all of the written material that I'm going to go over with. That's from the district. What they've basically done is made or used all of the same vocabulary and signage across all 97 schools. So it's the same information at the elementary, junior high, high school, so that everyone can kind of get used to that same verbiage. So that's the information I'm going to go over. A form letter gets sent out to parents the day before. So on Wednesday, that letter will go out to parents from me so that they know that we're just having a drill. And with this information we're going to go over with the kids, you need to make sure again that you're letting them know this is a drill. That's very important because we always get kids, that miss that part. I shouldn't be drinking Dr. Pepper this late. And then we have kids trying to text and freaking out. So please make sure that you're letting them know this is 100% a drill. We're going to say it in the announcement. If it was a real lockdown, we would say we're going into lockdown twice, if that was possible. Always when it's a drill, we'll say it's a drill. So, first of all, you got the sign at the beginning of the school year. What's an emergency? When you hear it, do it. You're supposed to have it somewhere where the kids can see it. And it goes through and talks about what happens when we are in lockout, what we do for lockdown, what we're supposed to do if there is an active shooter in the building, what happens when we evacuate, like for a fire drill, and then what happens when we're supposed to shelter in place, like for an earthquake drill. So this should already be hanging up in your room in a place that can be seen by everyone. So make sure that, first of all, is happening in your rooms. And then attached with this video, you're going to have 3 papers. You're going to have one that says lockdown, lockdown student procedures, and then I've added the active shooter procedures because usually why we're doing a lockdown drill is kind of trying to practice the active shooter thing. So here's what's changed. I need you as a teacher to go over this information that just says lockdown. This is just for you. This is just for your eyes. This doesn't get posted anywhere. This is for your information. And it basically is going over what a lockdown means and what you need to do. Clear the hallways, lock down your room, turn out the lights, move out of sight, maintain silence. The other big thing for drilling now is we need to make sure kids have their phones off or turned over, because those phone lights make it very easy to find kids in a dark classroom. So we need to make sure that happens as an adult. Remain silent until first responders clear hallways and unlock each door. So remember, for a drill, we go around and rattle the doorways and pound on it and say, let me in, I need to get in. But you as an adult need to train yourself and the kids that we don't let anyone in. The only time someone's going to come in that room is if they have a key, which would be me or an administrator or a police officer or a custodian. Those are the only ones that have keys for these buildings. So whether or not someone's banging or trying the door, you 100% don't let anyone in. Someone will come in with a key to you. Then it goes over what would happen if it's a real threat with contacting 911. Then it has these bulleted procedures, and then what it gives you kind of what happens with parents and how it will be announced. So this gives you all the information I just talked about in written form. Once again, these papers don't go up in your room. This is for your information only. The next piece of paper that will be in your email says lockdown student procedure. This is the one that you will go over with your students. So you don't need to go over all the specifics that are in yours. This is for adults only. This is for people in charge of rooms and buildings. Gives you all the information. This is for students who don't need to know all the information. So please don't give them everything. It causes a lot of anxiety for kids. So it's information about what the definition is, what happens. By this time they should know. Clear the hallway, lock the door, turn out the lights, move out of sight. Again, reiterate make sure the cell phone lights are out. You remain silent until a first responder clears the hallways. If a parent or visitor is in the building, they would go into lockdown with regular classes or in the office with us. It goes over how 911 should be called. Main thing for kids is get out of sight, maintain silence, be quiet, prepare to defend yourselves. So this area right here, if I can get it on camera, needs to be the three main things. And then just school safety is everyone's responsibility. To accomplish this, students and teachers need to work together to identify, report, and keep our schools safe. This is accomplished through 3 primary actions. Remember, we do the see something, say something, and report it. Again, we need to make sure kids know about Safe UT and the other posters that are hanging in the building. See something, say something. So this is student information. So what's going to happen for this is on Wednesday, the district wants each teacher to take 5 minutes and go through this with each class. So on October the 10th, you're going to take 5 minutes and go over the student procedures. You're going to read your own procedures, and we're going to go into lockdown at about 8:15 on Thursday. So before Thursday morning, you read up on things. Make sure the kids know where this is posted. On Wednesday, during every class period, take 5 minutes to go over this information with the kids so they know, and they know it's a drill. This information we're not going to go over in depth, but this is information for you to start looking over for active shooter procedures. At another time, we'll be going over this, but I thought some of this would be beneficial because we are going into lockdown for you. So remember, these 3 things are not posted. Your information, one of them, or 2 of them are actually for you. One of them is to review with the students. I'll write some of this in the email. If you have any questions, ask all 3 of us. We don't want this to be scary. We just want this to be a drill, and we want kids to be comfortable with it. That's why we drill all the time. So once again, any questions, let me know. It will be great. Last year it went great. This year it will go great. The big thing is what we always catch people in and what the police get upset about is cell phone lights, teachers still teaching behind the locked door, and not quiet classrooms. So if we can get really super quiet classrooms, no cell phone lights, and teachers actually taking it seriously, please don't keep teaching. We'll do an amazing job, and the police will love us even more. So I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.